So the way that you travel inward on this alchemical journey is to learn your particular jam when it comes to combining those three modalities to get your consciousness to go deeper and deeper into the dream world while still awake.
Wow. And how much of that is literally about breath? Would you say all of it?
No, it's the breath is one aspect, an important aspect. That's why in PragmAlchemy, which is this body work and breath work practice that I've just introduced,
Yeah.
I do focus on breathing and connecting with the body in a myofascial sense and in a posing sense, where how you place the body, how you position it in a kind of yogic or Pilates way at times, or there's some other influences. But the other thing you're doing is you're using your mind to imagine specific things, and you're really activating the potential. For example, in the second PragmAlchemy exercise, it's called taking wing with the phoenix heart, and you're basically posed on your block, which is called the Ouroboros. That's the serpent consuming its own tail in alchemy, and that's going in to get out. That endless loop, the alpha and the omega, all of that. So you're poised on the block. It's on your breastplate, and your arms are spread out, and you're imagining yourself. You're doing a certain kind of breathing, and then you're imagining yourself as the phoenix, and all of the energy that you've taken in when you've breathed in all of this energy, then you route it through your heart, and then from your heart down into your cauldron, which is, in men it's a little area behind the belly button, and in women it's the full area of the womb. And so you take all of that down, and you're breathing it down into that area in a way, but you're also imagining it moving as well. And so all the energy gets stored down in there. And then you use your imagination to pack the energy ever smaller and tighter, because what you're endeavoring to do is to use the sustained focus of your attention in your imagination to create a kind of tulpa or egregore in your body that is the philosopher's stone, that begins to take on an actual kind of subtle mass at some point and become more and more real. And it is an energy powerhouse. It's like a nuclear device that allows you to have a chance to become immortal as you choose your own way of dying and entering into eternity.
Wow. Amazing. You know, I have been gifted with an avatar that is very yin yang. I'll just say quickly that my adaptation into survival in this world meant that hiding meant the most sense for me. And I did that for so much of my life. And a part of that was to not breathe. It's like, if you want to hide, if you're playing a game of hide and seek and you don't want to be found, then you're best to not breathe, because then you can make yourself tiny and quiet. And, I'm 49 and I am still learning how to breathe, and I'm feeling this huge desire. I can feel like I'm at this place of where I'm plateauing unless I learn how to breathe. And I don't want to cry. I cry every podcast, but I'm feeling like this work of yours, it's calling to me, to really bring me to the next level. Yeah. Amazing.
Well, you cry all you want to. I mean, some of this is, I believe one of the reasons that people can get emotional discussing this, and this is not the first time this has happened, is because of the body releasing certain things. And,
Yeah.
it's a very corporeal experience.
Yes.
And because what I'm proposing is that there is a way to unlock the power of the breath that does not simply involve the active breathing. It also involves myofascial release of areas that restrict the breath throughout
Yes.
throughout the diaphragm, the chest, the collarbone area, the shoulders, shoulder blades, the top of the thighs. I mean, it all can really constrict the hips, of course. And so
Yes.
I'm proposing that you can combine breath with myofascial release with the imagination, and you can even, because I'm going to be teaching people in subsequent exercises in PragmAlchemy to go into their mental chamber and begin imagining their body healed,
Yeah.
and
Wow. Yeah.
actually using some of the energy that they're distilling through this process to create an egregore of their own body that is a better version of it.